All right, Leo, welcome to your weekly forecast. So still a lot of concentration in your second house of finances, resources, investments, whatever it's been for you. Great to continue to focus on that area. We do have a full moon at the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, and this is going to be in your ninth house. And this is the house of travel. It's the house of adventure. It's the house of philosophy, astrology, anything that expands your horizons. So really good to do a status check with this area at the weekend here. Especially if there's anything new that you started involving this area 6 months ago, because essentially you're at this halfway point of this year, this yearly cycle with this area, that now with this awareness, you could be gaining and integrating with this adventurous spirit and open-mindedness and even manifestation, examining how you view things, your belief systems, and the power of your perspective. This awareness is really what is giving you this insight to shift and pivot, because for the next 6 months, you will continue to develop this area. But what you're gaining insight with this week about it is helping you, realize what's working with this area, where you can continue to put your energy into it, and also what's not working with it, that you're sort of letting go of, perhaps involving this as well, perspectives or whatever, belief systems, whatever it is. All right, and then all week we do have that Saturn squaring up to Chiron energy, right? So it is a healing week as a backdrop to the whole thing. A lot of this is that a lot of you have been working hard and maybe feeling some limitation with your home situation or your health as well. So this is like this final integration now that Saturn's finishing up your fourth house. Any last minute healing you can do this week, it's just the final integration of it. It's the last aspect. Involving, this stuff you've been working at here with your foundations. And know that everything is good here. There's just some wounds coming up, perhaps, or something like that. And it is good to get vulnerable as well. Chiron's been helping you get vulnerable and deep in general with life. And I think through first becoming aware of the wounds, accepting the wounds, and then taking action in the face of the wounds, I think is just a fantastic way of working with this. And again, just continue to be patient too, though, with anything involving the roots, foundations, as Saturn finishes up that fourth house in about a month. And then he'll be leaving there and should create a bit, not as much of that restriction if you are feeling it in that area. But again, use this time to build this area, to ground it. So the weekend, Friday, Saturday sort of time period at the same time as that full moon, we do have some other aspects. Venus is going to be sextiling Saturn and opposite Uranus. There might be some wanting to make some changes with some of this depth and vulnerability. Maybe wanting to make some changes with shared resources, if there's anything like that. So listen to that, and it's good to stay nice and grounded with it. But listen to it, maybe make some changes in a way that's still, you're doing your thing. You got your self-reliance is very strong right now. Again, your finances and all this is really good. But balance that with the shared resources or relying on others or something like that. And I think you'll find that to be a good, healthy balance between these two energies. And then the sun, your ruler, will be trining Neptune actually Friday, Saturday. So you should be feeling quite easygoing, quite receptive, probably in the relationship department with Neptune transiting that seventh. And what you're going to likely notice is this shift this weekend, and especially next week, is that your ruler, the sun's going into your third house. It's the house of communication. It's the house of exchanging and sharing. It's also the house of learning and practical knowledge and short distance short distance travel. All of this more tangible, practical stuff, which your mind has already been starting to think about since last week with Mercury there. Now your ruler, now your focus shifting towards this practical stuff, which will be setting the stage for a new beginning in this area here in a couple weeks when we have the new moon in your third. All right, so Leo, have a great week. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see you all very soon for the next forecast.